Peace everybody. Today is a double header, so we're doing two beat making videos for Simply Complex. This one is called Best in Show. It features Skyzoo and Larue. The beat was made about 2014. The record is easily one of my favorite records. I'm not gonna give too much away, but it's has to do with a fairly well-known anime character in Japan. So do your research, and it shouldn't be too hard to find it. But we'll start with the intro as always. Some really cool arrangements. So for the intro, this beat has a lot of different parts to it. It's mostly because I couldn't pick which part I thought was the dopest, so I kind of just went with a bunch of it. The intro is and that's also the break in between verses, so you can kind of differentiate between the chorus and the verses, kind of a little bit of a break between it. I also had a singer reinforce the break with her vocals. You'll be able to hear it in the real song when I play that. But let's start with the verse. And first up is Skyzoo. But for the sample, so you get the cool guitar fret noise with it. A lot of different really cool things happen in this track. Definitely a lot of fun to work on. So what I did first is start with the verse, and it goes into a pre-chorus. So the first part's very laid back, just kind of open. Simple boom bap, kick snare, and then add a little more depth to it. The bass comes in. Hi-hat is just rotating in between. It's on the upbeat, so it's a little bit syncopated. So instead of the down, 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 it's hitting on the upbeat, so you kind of get that syncopated feel. So sample's doing most of the work here, which is honestly one of my biggest philosophies, is if you have the ability to find a dope sample and flip it in a way that is conducive to the process, you really shouldn't have to do a ton with it. If you start doing more to it than you have to, then that's where you kind of, the beat starts to get muddy, or it gets way too complicated. So going with the name Simply Complex, I decided to keep this shit pretty simple. But the after post-production and everything like that, you'll be able to tell there was a lot done to it afterwards, just from me playing it. Let's see.
One time like Marcus D, SK. Back home with a crown on, king me a think of me now on, and knowing the sound on, I rap like the ground gone, and good Montclairs protect me from my downfall. I go out of town, they say Sky, we can tell.
So first verse is Skyzoo. The next part goes into the chorus where a singer we recorded with. I actually had a full day with another vocalist named Chocolate from Seattle. Shout out to Chocolate. She brought in a bunch of really dope singers to help me out with finishing up Simply Complex when I needed some vocalists. So she had one of her artists come through and lay the vocals on this part.
Molded by what I saw, and what I'm on made me everything that you come across. So jumping on is fully understood. And Combe des Garçons, my hoodie up for good. I mean, how could you not follow? Survive by the black motto of getting it how you live. Applied it to every pair that I wear when I'm by your whiz. Young and trying to win like they told us we wasn't built to. Aiming at your theory through my rear view. Drinks all around. Yeah, Young Lee.
And then Larue's part comes in. Larue's an artist from Seattle who basically got me into the entire scene and possibly production as a whole. So I have a lot of respect for Larue as a human being, as an artist. He toured with Bop Alloy on our last West Coast tour. All around great dude, amazing rapper. And at the end, there's a snippet of my man Substantial talking at the end. So a lot of cool words that he had to say in one of his interviews. I got it off YouTube and placed the vocals in there at the end. So he had a little bit of beat to go over. Yeah, he's talking about, you know, like being yourself at all times, because there's a lot of styles and fads that come in and out, but being yourself can never really go out of style as long as you're doing it. I think that just really stuck with me and kind of ended the entire project off in a good way.
Don't just follow whatever's going on or whatever. Don't be scared to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people nowadays, they succumb to whatever pressures or whatever, whether it's, you know, you're getting into this thing when you're trying to be like this rap, that rapper. That's the most powerful thing you can do is be yourself. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised the influence you'll have on other people. Encourage them to step out there and be themselves, you know?
He said the most powerful thing you can do is be yourself, and you know how many people you might influence just by doing that. So always keep that in mind. Substantial is always full of good quotables, whether he's talking and teaching the youth or, you know, just saying it in a song. But for the most part, that's the process that I went through of making Best in Show featuring Skyzoo and Larue. Both great artists, everybody that worked on the track. Vitamin D mixed it, D-Sane mastered it. Everybody that had a hand in making the album, definitely appreciate all them. And I appreciate you guys for watching. So subscribe to the channel, more beat making videos in the future. All right, thanks again, peace.